Hello students, welcome to my channel Science World, and if you find this video useful for you, then please like, comment and share with your friends. Also subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get notification of my upcoming videos. Students, in our last video we have discussed about the pollution, that is water pollution and land pollution. Okay, in this video we are going to discuss about the air pollution and noise pollution, and also we will read about the protection of our environment. Okay, so let's begin with the air pollution. What is air pollution? Air pollution means the air becomes dirty. Okay, air becomes dirty because of the smoke and harmful gases that are released by the different sources, that is from homes, factories, vehicles, bursting of firecrackers, etc. Okay, so we will see how this air pollution is caused and what are the effects. You can see here the picture is the air pollution is both man-made and natural. The major cause of air pollution is the use of fuel in homes. We are using different types of fuels, that is we are using petroleum gas, means LPG we are using, then we are using this firewood, we are using wood to cook the food and for other purposes. So this is a cause because of this air pollution occurs. Okay, then you can see here the smoke that is given out by the vehicles, and this smoke contains harmful gases like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide and carbon monoxide, and they get mixed in the air. Then poisonous chemicals are released from the smoke, okay, that comes out from various factories. These factories give out harmful gases through their chimneys, and the same thing happens when we burn the firecrackers. When firecrackers are burst, what happens? Lots of harmful gases are released. Okay, so these were the man-made air pollution, means the causes of air pollution that are man-made. Then there are some natural causes of air pollution, that are forest fire. When there is a forest fire, lots of trees and plants they are burned. Okay, and due to that a huge amount of smoke is there in the air. Then sandstorms also pollute the air because soil and dust particles they are mixed in the air. And then volcanic eruptions. When there is a volcanic eruption, lots of gases and lots of ash, you can see ash is spread all over the areas. You can see this picture. See, this ash is all over these houses and roads and plants. Everything is covered with the ashes of these volcano eruptions. Then another reason is natural contaminants, that is we can say pollen grains of flowers. The air contaminants which are produced from natural sources, they are called natural contaminants, and pollen grains are that are emitted from the weeds and grasses and trees. They also contaminate the natural environment. Okay, and these pollen grains are irritating to some individuals, means some individuals or some persons are having allergies because of these pollen grains. Okay, so these are the natural contaminants. Then effect of air pollution on human health. How our health is get affected by the air pollution. Let us see. If you are exposed to the air pollution, or you are living in the areas where there is a high risk of inhaling the polluted air, you can get sick with the asthma, then cancer, many respiratory problems, then heart disease, then birth defects, intellectual disorders, tuberculosis and immune system damage. These are all the what we can say, these are the effects on the human health. The impurities in the air lead to an increase in the asthma and other bronchial problems. Bronchial problems means you can have respiratory problems like choking of your respiratory tract, or the infections in your lungs. These problems you will face if you inhale the polluted air. It can also lead to irritation in one's eye irritation will be there, then headache, skin allergies, and damaged lungs. Your lungs may get damaged due to this polluted air. Okay, so these are the some effects on the human health. Air pollution is the silent killer. Silent killer means slowly it can kill you. Okay, so air pollution is the world's largest silent killer, and it is responsible for the thousands of deaths worldwide every year. And it can air pollution can uh, there we have seen the effects of the air pollution. Here also some effects are there, that is stroke, then heart diseases, lung cancer, and both chronic and acute respiratory diseases including asthma. So these are the all health problems that are related to the air pollution. Then another after effect of air pollution is acid rain. Now what is acid rain? See, acidic gases that are released into the atmosphere. Acidic gases that are released into the atmosphere by these vehicles and factories and other resources. We have seen that firecrackers, burning of firecrackers. So these all the gases, they are carried upwards by the wind. Okay, these all the gases, they are carried upward by the wind in the atmosphere. Then these gases combine with the water droplets and they form acids. When these gases come in contact with water in the clouds, they form acids. Okay, and these acids, they come with the rainwater, and we call it acid rain. Then this acid rain destroys plants, also it pollutes the water sources and soil and erodes buildings. So the acid rain is an important thing in regarding this air pollution also and soil pollution also. Acid rain causes air pollution and soil pollution, also water pollution. Okay, so this is about the acid rain. Then another after effect is air pollution, that is smog. So what is smog? Smog is the combination of smoke and fog. Smog is the combination of smoke and fog, and it can also lead to asthma. When there is a smog, visibility is not there, you cannot see far. Okay, so this smog you can observe in metropolitan cities like Delhi, and so this smog is also a cause, or we can say it is the after effect of air pollution. If there is smog, that means smoke and fog both together are there, then it is called smoke. Then the polluted air increases the levels of carbon dioxide in the air, and it results in the global warming and climate changes. Okay, and when the air gets too polluted, earth's heat cannot escape the atmosphere and gets trapped inside. See, we know that the sunlight that is coming to the earth, okay, this heat that is absorbed by the earth, and some of it again it is reflected in the atmosphere. Okay, some of the heat is again reflected in the atmosphere. But because of this increased air pollution, what happens, the earth the heat on the earth, it cannot escape the atmosphere and it gets trapped inside. Means it is not going in the atmosphere again, it is there on the earth. And that is why what happens, earth gets warmer, and these gases are CO2 and this sulfur dioxide and carbon monoxide. These gases remain in the atmosphere, they trap the heat and keep the earth warm. And this phenomenon of heating of the earth, it is known as greenhouse effect. And these gases like CO2, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, they are known as greenhouse gases, and this leads to the global warming in the long run. So what is global warming? Global warming means increase in the temperature of the earth, and it is due to the greenhouse effect. Means the gases that are present in the atmosphere, they do not allow the earth to escape the heat, and thus the temperature of the earth is increasing. This global warming is leading to some unwanted changes in the world's climate. Means global warming leads to many what we can say unwanted changes in the climate, that is melting of glaciers. Because of the increasing heat of the earth, glaciers are melting. Okay, then increase in the temperature of the earth and the seasonal changes. So these are the all effects of air pollution. Then we have noise pollution. What is noise pollution? See, the intensity of sound is measured in decibels. Whatever sound we hear, it is measured in the decibels, and any sound that is over 90 decibel is harmful for our ears. The normal sound for our ears is 20 decibel, means 20 decibel sound. It is normal for us. Okay, normal range of the sound. But if it is over 90 decibel, then it is harmful for our ears. Our ears can get damaged. Noise pollution, it is also known as sound pollution, and it happens when harmful and irritating sounds disturb the regular activities of animals and humans. Means irritating sound, you can see here the causes, sources of noise. The noise pollution has two sources, that is industrial and non-industrial. Okay, so the industrial sources include noise from various industries and big machines that are working at high speed and high noise intensity. If you have visited an industrial area, you must have observed this type of sounds. Okay, so industrial sound is the one of the source of noise. Then non-industrial sources of noise includes the noise created by transport, or we can say traffic, vehicular traffic. Then the neighborhood noise generated by various noise pollution, and it can cause, or it can also be divided in categories, namely natural and man-made. So natural sound means the sound of lightning. Okay, and man-made sounds are of many types. You can see here hovering of helicopter, then these vehicles, they are continuously making sound, different horns are there. Then public functions when loudspeakers are kept, then different types of machines used by the people, then loudspeakers and speakers, then music, loud music, cutting of trees and different factories, machines in different factories. So vehicles that blow their horns and running trains also lead to noise pollution. Then loud music can also regarded as a source of noise pollution. Noise pollution can lead to many bad effects on the health of the people. And what are the effects? Let us see. Effects on human health. What happens? See, aggressive behavior. Aggressive behavior means we can say you get angry. Okay, you get angry on very small things. and you become aggressive. That is because of this irritation of noise pollution or irritation of noise. Then lack of concentration in the studies or any work, you cannot concentrate. Then fatigue is there. Then deafness, it may be temporary or permanent uh, loss of hearing. Then it can also have a bad effect on the heart and blood pressure. Also insomnia, or you can say sleep interference. Insomnia or loss of sleep is an after effect of noise pollution. So these are the effects of noise pollution. It can, and all these causes, they together can lead to the stress. With regular exposure to loud music or loud noise, the ability to read and learn decreases. The ability to read and learn or to concentrate on a particular task, it decreases if you are regularly exposed to the loud noise. So this is a bad effect of noise pollution. Then what are the measures that we can take for protecting our environment, or how we can protect our environment from these four types of pollution, that is air pollution, water pollution, land pollution and noise pollution. Okay, so the most basic and most important reason for saving the environment is that we depend on it for our survival. Means if you want to survive, then you have to save the environment, because we all are depend on the environment for our survival. Okay, just think that what will happen when all the plants are destroyed in a region. If you cut down all the plants or destroy all the plants in a region, what will happen? All the different life forms that depend on the trees will perish as well, or else they will migrate. All the uh, life forms, they may be animals, okay, small animals or large animals, animals that are living in the soil. Okay, so these all the life forms or living organisms that are depend on the trees, they will be destroyed, and some of them may migrate to the other region. So we have seen that the cutting down of forest, it leads to the extinction of many birds and animals, because if you cut down the forest, it uh, leads to the destroying of these shelters and other what we can say the sources of food and water of these living beings, that is these animals that are living in the forest. Okay, so we also need to understand the basic fact that when we are damaging the environment, we are actually harming ourselves. If you damage the environment, then your life will be very less, because you cannot survive without the environment. So the what are the measures that we can take? The one way in which we can save our environment is by focusing on the 4 R's, that is reduce, reuse, recycle and respect. So what is recycling? Recycling is the process whereby waste materials are processed to create new products. Recycle means to make new things from the used things, old used things. Okay, then reduce means we have to reduce the use of the things that we get from our environment. Then we can use the things that are reusable, means once used, we should not throw the things, we can use them again and again. And respect for the nature and our environment. So we will see one by one. So what do you mean by reduce? To reduce the size, number or the use of something is very important. Suppose you are using papers. Okay, so you can reduce the use of paper, because ultimately we are cutting trees for making the paper. Then you can see here, each person in the US produces 4 pounds of trash per day. This is the general we can say calculation. Okay, so 4 pounds of trash per day is produced by a person who is living in the US. When we reduce, we use less of something. Reduce means we are using less things. Okay, so we can uh, protect our environment by reducing the use of many things that we are getting from the trees and other natural resources. We can reduce the use of water. Okay, we can reduce the use of paper. We can reduce the use of many man-made things like plastic and thermocol and other materials that are not decomposed in the nature. So we can reduce the use of these things. Then we have reuse. Reuse means use again and again, to put into action or service again, means we can use the things again. Instead of throwing some trash away, people can find new ways to reuse it. So instead of throwing things, we can use them in different ways, because many items are reusable. See, if you are using a thermocol plate or disposable plate or glass, then it will make lots of trash. Okay, so instead of that, you can use glass utensils made from the glass, or that are made of metal, that is steel or other metal. So we can use these pots like glass and spoons that are made up of metal and glass, because they are reusable. We can use them again and again. Then recycle. Recycle means the process in which the waste materials are processed and new things are created, new products are created. For example, such waste are metallic cans, paper and glassware. So some metals are there, then paper and glassware means things that are made up of glass, we can recycle them. We also use a lot of things that cannot be used more than once. So these things can be recycled, and when we dispose them, also lot of waste is generated. Okay, so instead of using these things, we can recycle them. Landfills are full of items that could be recycled. If you have visited any landfill or the place where the garbage is deposited or garbage it is disposed, so you can see many things in that garbage that we can recycle, like many types of plastics are there, then metals are there, things that are made up of glass are there. So these all the things can be recycled. Recycling puts objects through a process that allows them to be used again. A simple example of recycle is paper. So the used paper is recycled to make the different types of handmade sheets. Okay, and also we can use these newspapers or other papers for making different kinds of uh, wall hangings, or different kinds of statues, or we can make vases from this uh, newspaper, or we can say the waste paper. Okay, so recycle is another way of protecting our environment. Then respect. Respect means to treat with consideration. So we should treat our environment, we should treat our mother nature and our earth. We can respect the earth by using less gasoline, water and electricity. If you want to, or if you respect the earth, you must what we can say, reduce the use of different types of fuels, that is petrol, diesel and other things. Then you reduce the use of water and also save the electricity. So if you will do these things, then you will respect the earth. How you will respect the nature? Use less gasoline by carpooling, walking or using public transport. Means if you will practice carpooling. Now what is carpooling? Carpooling means if 4 or 5 people from an area they are going to a same destination, then they can use one car. Okay. And by this carpooling what happens, the fuel is saved. Then walking, instead of using vehicles, you can walk if you want to go nearby places. Then using public transport. These are the ways to respect the mother nature. Then use less water by turning it off when brushing your teeth. When you are brushing your teeth, turn off the tap so that you will not waste the water. Then use less electricity by turning off lights when you leave a room. When there is no one in the room, what you have to do? You have to turn off the lights and fans. You have to put up the switches. Okay. So this can be all the things we have seen now: reduce, reuse, recycle, respect. These are all the ways of protecting our environment. Okay. So here estimated decomposition rates are given, so we can get an idea that these things are taking so much time to decompose in the soil. Then here are the some ways you can help the earth, or you can help to save the earth. This first one is recycle. Then take the stairs instead of using lifts. Save water by putting off the tap while brushing teeth. Then switch to fluorescent bulb, or you can use LED bulbs instead of using these simple bulbs. Then take a shorter showers and skip bath. You can take the shorter shower, means you can save the water. Then eat local. You can use a cycle or you can walk for a short distances. Then use both sides of the paper. This is very important. You can use both the sides of paper to write, means maximum use of paper should be there. Don't waste paper. Use less tissue papers, don't waste them, don't use them unnecessarily. Then use the sun, or if you have windows and doors in your home, then open them and use the sunlight. Then cut back of meat. Turn off your computer at night, don't keep them on the mode that will use the electricity. Then clean up the trash, plant lots of trees, go vegetarian, use canvas shopping bags or cloth bags made up of cloth. Then save leftover, whatever food is there, leftover food is there, you consume it, don't waste food. Use glass bottles instead of plastic bottles, and turn off the lights and fans when there is no one in the room or when they are not in use. So these are the some ways by which you can respect the mother nature and you can have a safe and pollution free environment. And one of the most important thing to save our environment is planting trees. Plant trees near your house, take care of them, and it will be helpful in the protecting of our environment. Okay, so save earth and save your future. Thank you for watching this video. We will meet again in our next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.